Welcome, everyone. It's Mad. Today we're going to do an early Gmax Meowth review. Let's get it done. It's going to happen sometime this season. It is kind of one of the early classes, so let's get it begin. All right, Gmax Meowth. Not really going to be super strong here. It is just a normal type. IV is going to be 389 to 427, with 427 being the hundo. It's just going to be the lowest Gmax, I believe, that we're going to be going against. And overall, it's not all that surprising. It's going to be pretty low stats. It is weak to fighting, gets 60% extra damage, and it is strong to ghost, which takes 60.9% less damage. Overall, its stats: attack is 92, defense is 78, and HP is 120, which are all low for Gmax in general. Unfortunately, with the low stats, Gmax Meowth has actually got some decent fast moves, both for dark and normal, with scratch and bite being both 0.5 seconds. Unfortunately, though, with its defense being so low, HP being so low, and its resistance is only to ghosts, it's really not going to be able to be used as a tank. We are going to see charge moves. They are all relatively fast, but to be frank, they're low attack. So even the Dark Pulse at 80 damage overall, 3 seconds, is going to not hit very hard, especially compared to all the other attacks. Just imagine what we had for Snorlax and basically have the damage. And we're also going to have a lot less move types as well, as we've only got Dark and Normal. So, all in all, this is going to be a pretty easy battle. Looking at the damage capability, Gmax Meowth is actually weaker than Dmax Blissey and or Chansey, and we are just that's where we're at. Even with the extra 28.6% power, you're still going to see that Gmax Meowth is just got absolutely no damage, let alone it uses normal. So, all in all, we are just not really going to be using Meowth at all, at least where we think it is right now. So, what are the best attackers for Meowth? We're not even going to go into tanks specifically for damage, only because honestly, it's going to be pretty easy. But the best attackers from Meowth are going to be fighters. Really, Gmax Machamp is by far the best, followed by Urshifu. Either type is fine. Then you have Machamp and Gallade as the next set, and then we've got Abra, Passimian, Eternatus, and Gmax Inteleon overall. Generally, with Eternatus only attacking with this Dragon attack, that's why it's so low compared to all the others. Gmax Machamp is our winner for the counter. Generally, though, you're only going to be using your Gmax Machamp during transformation, as its best attack is still 1 seconds. So, when we're doing this, we've only got really 3 normal candies right now that we can use for megaing. It's Pidgeot, Kangaskhan, and Lopunny. We will have Pyro or Drampa at some point. With honestly, Drampa is really exciting for me. We want a mega because 1 to 6 times mega gets you the 1 bonus candy, 7 to 29 gets you 1 bonus candy, 10% chance of XL. So that's all 3 times, and 50 EXP, and it lowers the rest period from 7 to 5 days. When you hit 30 times, your rest period is down to 3 days, and you get 2 bonus candy, 25% XL, and 100 XP. For me right now, I've only got Kangaskhan at level 3, with Pidgeot being close. So hopefully I'll get Pidgeot as well ready. But all in all, we have those 3 right now. Stats for Meowth, not a surprise. It is all low for just overall. I'm not even going to go for normal because it is something that we're just not going to be using. So what's the overall battle plan for Gmax Meowth? Is this going to I expect this to be by far the easiest Gmax battle overall. Sometimes, though, when the stats are this low and they try to make it a 6-star, they mess it up. They kind of have an autocalc to figure out all the stats, and it could actually go the opposite way. I don't expect that to happen, but this is Niantic here. Uh, Meowth, though, takes the most damage from Gmax Machamp, and it has the same damage profile as Gmax Snorlax on who's the best damaging. So if you did your Gmax Snorlax in the past month, you'll be completely ready to take out Meowth. The best defenders, though, by far, Gurmization and Zamazenta. They have resistances to both dark and normal. Personally, I'm just going to have two Zamazentas and a Gmax Machamp. That is going to be a pretty painless and easy way to defeat Gmax Meowth in general. Depending on how it is, though, I do expect this to be able to be beaten by a lot of four-man teams or four trainer teams, and this might even be able to be solo or duoed with a bunch of max mushrooms and boosts beforehand, just because of how low the stats are. Just period. Is it Meowth worth it for you? The big and what I kind of want to do here is kind of what should we make it useful for? Because the stats are both poor in defense, HP, and attack. And right now it's just a Pokédex entry. Obviously, I'm going to want a shiny. I'm not sure I care about the hundo, but if Gmax Gold Rush confuses the opponents where it might skip a turn or lose a turn overall and just allow you to have a free attack throughout, that might be really busted, and might require have a low chance for it, but that would be a pretty powerful counter and make all of a sudden Meowth kind of worth it. And that's what we kind of need for a lot of these remaining Gmaxes, at least without any type of Legend ZA kind of going through and giving more Gmaxes just in general for the DLCs, as they keep hinting that they're trying to expand a lot of things here. But right now, we need to be able to have the confusion or lower stats or increase your hour stats overall for them to be more useful and to give us a little bit more ability to have some very interesting battle dynamics. Right now, the Gmaxes are kind of getting stale, and with Meowth coming and maybe Gmax Eevee coming at some point later as well, we're getting some really weak Gmaxes that just don't have any power to them, and we need to create some power to make them interesting. If you guys have ideas on how to make some of these Gmaxes really interesting and useful down the line, that would be also really good. You can put some of the comments down below. But otherwise, that's all I really have for class today. If you do like this, please like and subscribe. That really helps my channel. Getting up to the 3.4K is pretty cool. I would like to hit around 5K by the end of next year. That would be really helpful if we could start hitting that. You can also join my community. That really helps. And just for $2.99 a month, you can really help the channel grow. On top of that, you get on the video and you'll be on my list. With all that, that's all I really have. Follow me on Twitch. You can also join my community on Discord as well. But with that, class is dismissed. And as always, I'll try to do better next time. Bye, everyone.